That's what we're going to see from the cars. You know, they're squirming around. Look, oh, the back end's out.
Oh dear.
That
is the weekend goes from bad to worse for Max Verstappen on the way to the grid into the barrier. Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, it's gone. You'll see the wheels gone, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's gone. You know, if he gets that back BMA, I think the damage will be too much. He might be lucky, you know. You never know.
I hit the wall.
Copy, Max.
Magnussen's pitting, Grosjean's pitting, and Danny Kvyat, I think, has been told by his team, no, stay out there on the intermediates.
Okay, just have to say incredible work, guys. That's unbelievable. Thank you very much.
It's the Hungarian Grand Prix, 70 laps to come around the Hungaroring. And it's lights out, and away we go. And it's a tentative start for everyone, but Charles Leclerc, brilliant start from him. Sergio Perez slow away. Hamilton is clear of Lance Stroll. Then comes Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas has had a stinker, and Max Verstappen goes around the outside looking for third place. Hamilton leads from Stroll, and then the Ferrari gets twitchy over Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc too, but they avoid contact as Max Verstappen goes down the inside and into third place.
Hearing Valtteri Bottas may well have jumped the start, despite not being in a particularly good position there. Well, it's a jump start, isn't it, unfortunately? But yeah, and then Verstappen braving it out despite new front suspension.
And into the pit lane comes Lewis Hamilton, the race leader.
So Verstappen leads then. Verstappen leads the race. Ted.
So Lewis Hamilton actually built a nice gap to get comfortably out without having to do anything special in the pits. It was a steady stop. Sebastian Vettel also pitting, and just seeing if he's going to be delayed by the Red Bull. He is. Oh, it's an awful stop for Sebastian Vettel. What is going on? He can't find a gap in the traffic. He's lost so much time. The Red Bull also gets away, but it's such a busy pit lane as everyone decides this is the lap to go to slicks.
We'll see that pit stop now. But Verstappen's out there doing personal best sectors. Is it fast enough? They could have let him go there. Why didn't they let him go in that moment?
They didn't, and he stayed stationary.
They were too cautious. Ferrari too cautious there.
And not very easy and not very wise. Nicholas Latifi spinning, and he's got a puncture as well. Just look at, that's how the Williams got a puncture, released into the path of Carlos Sainz.
That was Williams' fault.
2.5 seconds for Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton down the straight he comes.
Verstappen will be easy. Verstappen easy second.
Did you like that one, man? Did you like that?
Valtteri Bottas has got DRS and he's managed to get past Charles Leclerc, but Leclerc's going to fight this one back, and Bottas has DRS advantage once more, and that might help him. And the inside line as he splashes through a few puddles to try and take Leclerc, and he can't, and he's lost out there, Martin.
Yeah, because his tyre surface temperature just cooled down in that water. Quite a lot of water still on the inside on the way into turn 2.
This is how Stroll got past Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen had completed 6 laps in a podium position in the entire history of Haas before today, and have been doing a sterling job as Valtteri Bottas moves past Kevin Magnussen now and up into 4th place.
Is he just that little bit closer? Can he take a lunge up the inside? Yes, he can.
He is closer. He is going for the lunge. Leclerc knows he's coming. Leclerc gives him the space to move round because he knew he couldn't fight that without potential damage as well. And now Sebastian Vettel wants to go around the outside, and Charles Leclerc blocks off his teammate. He's not losing 2 places.
Vettel's got a good run off the corner and DRS.
And should go around the outside at turn 2, and does go around the outside at turn 2.
It looks like, according to the radar, guys, the water, the shower is going to pass to the south of the circuit. Not by much, but it looks like it's going to miss the circuit at the moment. That's the hard tie going on Leclerc.
Lando Norris has the red Scarlet car, which will be menacing enough. All in his wing mirrors at the moment. Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, I should say, nearly having to go onto the grass to try and get past him. He's on the inside. He pushes Lando Norris wide. Norris is having absolutely none of it. This was superb here. Just watch as they head round turn 2. Leclerc goes a little wide there. Lando Norris reacts to it and then comes back at him again.
Yeah, Leclerc got a bit of a swapper on and had to get out of the throttle just there.
Absolutely mega. Sebastian Vettel sets a new fastest lap of the race. Can I do the old switcheroo and get a better exit out of the first corner? And Norris still plants that McLaren in a very nice position. Leclerc on the hard compound tyre, which is working well. Seems to have got a half car length ahead, seems to have got a full car length ahead, and has got the job done this time. Valtteri Bottas coming into the pits first. Even though he wasn't the lead Mercedes, they decided that he could do with getting out of the dirty air being caused by Lance Stroll's Racing Point. And I think this should be an easy undercut, really, for Valtteri Bottas and for Mercedes, despite the good work by the Racing Point crew. 3.1 seconds. Bottas back up into the podium places. Oh dear, that is Nicholas Latifi, George Russell's teammate, who had a puncture after an unsafe release and was spun around at turn 1 and has gone onto the runoff area at turn 5. And I see he might have had a spin there as well, if there's any damage to the car. That was the spin for Latifi.
Yeah. He's turned in, looks like quite late into the corner.
As Valtteri Bottas pits for Mercedes, just as he's catching Max Verstappen. They obviously think that Verstappen is going to have to pit again, so let's get Bottas in now. We'll put the undercut on Max Verstappen, and we don't need to do any overtaking on the track, and it's a hard compound tyre that goes on.
Yeah, that's put Red Bull under pressure, hasn't it? What do they do about that?
See, the hard tyre allows you to go racing. Look at Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc there. Sainz, what a move on the Ferrari driver and his teammate for next year. He now takes that final point in this race. You're not going to get much in between there, are you?
I'm struggling so much.
His tyres have had it.
But even though his tyres have had it, just look at the car control on both here.
Oh, lovely.
To stay away from each other and not hit. That's super. Ted, you can see them, and look, the driver's got his way.
He's got his way, he's got his way. Fun time on the soft tyre for fastest lap. Steady, steady. Not quick, was it? Very steady.
3.6 seconds.
Yeah, felt all of that. Starting to get worried for half a second there.
Meanwhile, worth pointing this out, Valtteri Bottas has just set another fastest lap, and he's only 3 seconds now behind Max Verstappen. That's where Albon got past as Vettel went wide into turn 2. And this will lift Lewis Hamilton, I'm sure, to the top of the Drivers' Championship. No one's ever won 3 races in a row at the Hungaroring. Lewis Hamilton's done it now, though. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix for the 8th time for Lewis Hamilton. Crossing the line in 2nd place. It's the mistake turned into a podium for Max Verstappen. 2nd place for Red Bull. Valtteri Bottas comes home in 3rd. And I'm sure Mercedes were expecting more than that, but Bottas's start cost him dear as he had to make his way through the fields.
Get in there, Lewis. Absolute masterclass, mate. What a spot-on effort. So yeah, fastest lap and the win. Beautiful work there.
Fantastic effort this weekend, guys. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so happy with today. Thanks so much.
That's Max Verstappen's front-end mechanic.
who will be getting a bottle of champagne, I'm sure.
Yes, guys, what a result, what a result. I want to say a big thank you to the mechanics because they saved the day. You guys are legends. Thank you so much.
Lewis Hamilton loves it here at the Hungaroring. He dominated this race, and with victory is now just 5 short of Michael Schumacher's record for outright wins in Formula One. And on this evidence, you can see that record being at least equalled, if not beaten, by the end of this season. Valtteri Bottas didn't have the performance that he wanted today. Max Verstappen unhappy all weekend with the performance of his car, salvages a 2nd place, whilst Lewis Hamilton and his race engineer, Pete Bonington, smile and taste the victory champagne. It's been a very busy first 3 races in 2020, and as we head for our first week-long break, it's Hamilton and Mercedes on top.